Welcome to Viking Radio Theater. My name is Walter Lutsch, I'm the production director, and I'll be your host for this episode. We have an exciting program for you, featuring the first chapter of our new 3-part serial, Corsairs Liberation. If this is your first time tuning in, Viking Radio Theater is a monthly, hour-long program, written, acted, and recorded by the talented students of Western Washington University and our local community. We revitalize the genre of radio theater, utilizing the format to tell modern stories with a style that engages the imagination. So sit back, close your eyes, and let our voices take you on a journey. Remember, if you're interested in voice acting, script writing, or sound editing and effects, consider being a part of our show. You can get more details by sending us an email at vikingradiotheater@gmail.com. Starting off this episode, we need to talk about Anna by Kallan Gustafson.
Nicola sits on the couch in her apartment alone, playing a game on her phone with a bored expression on her face.
Come on in.
Matt comes in and rushes over to Nicola, clearly in a panic.
Have you noticed that Anna is acting weird?
What?
Anna, she's been acting really weird.
Everybody acts weird.
No, this is different. Today we got lunch, like normal. Anna ordered pastrami on rye, like normal.
Everything you're saying sounds normal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Except she didn't put hot sauce on her sandwich.
Nicola puts down her phone and stares at Matt.
What?
Right? She asked me why I was staring, and I asked her if she forgot her hot sauce, and she just gave me this weird look and ate her whole sandwich without the hot sauce.
Matt, you're overreacting. Anna's probably just messing with you.
Maybe. But then she told me she was looking forward to going to work.
Anna would never say that.
Exactly.
But seriously, it is probably nothing. We're not falling for the evil clone prank again, Matt. It's just her and Cassidy messing with our heads.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Except, guess who's studying abroad in Germany for another week?
Oh my god, are you sure?
I checked her Facebook. Her flight doesn't leave for another 6 days. It can't be a prank.
She's been replaced by a clone. For real this time.
You read my mind.
Okay, but how do we make sure it's a clone? Maybe she just has an off day. Maybe she's sick.
When was the last time Anna was sick?
Good point. So what would the clone not know that Anna knows, other than the hot sauce thing?
Or things that the clone would know that the real Anna wouldn't know.
What?
Like, what if the clone is a secret government plant? What if someone attacks her and she suddenly knows kung fu?
Matt, that's ridiculous.
Or math.
What?
Nicola, come on. Everyone knows clones can't do math.
You've been reading too much weird science fiction. For now, let's focus on something a little more realistic to start. Anna only wears mismatched socks.
Right. She starts every run with the Pokemon theme song.
Yes, and she always skips the first step on any staircase.
Yup.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Anna is really just a weird person.
I guess. But she would never forget her hot sauce. Ever.
Very true. Okay, let's think hard. What is one thing that absolutely no one but Anna knows?
What? Like her parents' birthdays or something?
No, that's too easy. Like, a secret she only told you.
Anna doesn't tell me her secrets. You're her best friend. Shouldn't you know?
Anna's a pretty private person.
Then why did you bring it up?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with her, and you're being no help at all.
Hey, I'm the one who figured out there was something wrong in the first place.
Whatever, wait. I've got it. Remember last year when we were at that show downtown?
Yeah. What about it?
When we were walking home, you kicked that bottle and it smashed against the wall, and that old crazy guy came running out of his house and chased us like 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And we never told anyone about it because it was just so crazy.
Oh my god! That's the thing!
The secret thing, I know.
Okay. Now we just have to figure out how to talk to her about it. It's not like that's something that comes up in casual conversation.
The band is coming back into town in a couple months. We can ask her if she wants to go again.
This is the perfect plan!
Matt and Nicola freeze and look at each other, panicked.
Is that her?
Who else would it be?
She said she couldn't make it until 7. It's not 7.
She probably got off work early. Come on in.
Hey guys, I got off work early. I hope that's all right.
It's not like we've got any great big plans for the night.
Can I steal some of your apple juice? I'm in an apple juice mood.
Yeah, no problem.
Anna moves into the kitchen. Matt and Nicola stare at each other, silently arguing over who will speak to Anna first. Nicola finally nods after Matt gives her puppy dog eyes. When Anna returns with her glass of apple juice, Nicola is ready.
So, Anna, how was your day?
It was fine. My manager was kind of annoying at work, but I'm used to it.
Which manager?
What?
You've got 2 managers, right?
Well, yeah.
Which one was annoying you?
Kevin, he's always kind of a jerk. You've met him, why do you ask?
Oh, just curious.
Okay.
Nicola glares at Matt for a moment.
Anyway, so, Anna, remember that show we went to last year?
We go to a lot of shows.
The 3 of us went. It was downtown.
That weird band we didn't know the name of, but the tickets were really cheap and we had nothing better to do.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Why do you ask?
Well, they're coming back into town in a few months. Do you think you'd want to go again? I mean, Matt wants to.
What? Oh yeah, totally.
That would be fun. When can we buy tickets?
Next week.
Awesome.
I'm excited. Except, I hope it doesn't end like last year.
That was pretty crazy, wasn't it, Anna?
Yeah, that crazy thing that happened after the concert. Right, Anna?
Okay, sure. Walking home from a concert is so crazy.
Matt and Nicola look at each other in shock.
Did you guys order food?
No, we didn't.
Then you invited someone else to come hang out.
Nicola, did you invite someone else?
No.
Then who is it?
All 3 friends stare at the door for a moment, unsure of what to do. Anna gets up and goes to the door.
I'll get it. It's probably just a wrong address.
Anna slowly opens the door to reveal another Anna.
I told you it would work. I can't believe they fell for it. Did they go with the concert from last year? You totally called it.
Anna, what the hell?
I think I just had a heart attack.
Guys, it's just Cassidy. Hey, Matt. Hey, Nicola. We thought it would be fun to prank you.
You're supposed to be in Germany, Cassidy. Germany!
I accidentally posted the wrong date on Facebook when I left, and I never fixed it. And then I figured we could use it to our advantage somehow.
So you've been posing as Anna to make us think that she was replaced by a clone?
Yeah. You guys should have seen the looks on your faces. You totally fell for it. Again, I might add.
I was always skeptical.
You were not.
You 2 are so gullible, it's amazing. We should have rigged up a camera.
Cassidy, you're evil. Pure evil.
No, Matt, you're wrong. They're both the evil twin.
The end. That was We Need to Talk About Anna by Kallan Gustafson. Nicola was played by Jennet Kaya. Matt was played by Kevin Harris. Anna and Cassidy were played by Briana Wyatt. The narrator was JJ Mueller. We'll return after this special sneak preview.
In a world where all rules of society have fallen apart, a generic, conventionally attractive Hollywood heroine will rise.
I volunteer as to be your hero.
Who will try to protect the only decent person, who happens to be the only non-white person in the whole movie.
Hello,
Who is so shy she doesn't even talk.
What?
I said, doesn't even talk. And will die tragically, only to further the heroine's story.
Wait, what? Ah!
Sis!
Oh, the arrow isn't that deep. I should be fine.
Don't die.
I'm not. Hey, what are you doing? You're pushing the arrow into my kidney. Ah!
You won't die in vain. I promise.
The generic heroine will be trained by a suave, sexy young man played by a significantly older actor.
I have abs.
Whom she will develop feelings for, but she will also develop feelings for her useless childhood friend who, in all honesty, is a complete jerk.
I'm cute and a dork, making up with my charm what I lack in, well, everything.
The generic heroine will be joined by her plucky best friend, yet still not pass the Bechdel test.
Hey, how do we plan to forage for food?
Who should I choose?
What? We should talk about this later.
He's so hot, but I've known the other guy my whole life.
We need to get food.
I just can't decide.
Just date them both.
I can't. I must think of our ticket sales.
where her best friend will appear to be attracted to the heroine, but never make her attraction to the heroine canon, baiting LGBTQ plus audiences and inspiring torrents of fan fictions.
You're my world. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
I feel the same way.
I love... you're my gal pal.
Coming soon to a theater near you, generic heroine in the unnecessary love triangle.
You're listening to Viking Radio Theater on KMRE 102.3. Every year, we hold our annual script contest. Submissions are open through January 30th. Later in the season, we'll feature the finalists in a special contest winners episode that will present the best in new and inventive radio drama from this year. And now, Viking Radio Theater is proud to present the first chapter of Corsairs' Liberation.
Corsairs' Liberation, Chapter 1. Navigator of What? Starring Trent Browning, JJ Mueller, and Jennet Kaya. Written by Mitchell Parker. Directed by Walter Lutsch.
The Prince of Luther and the other Prince of Wales.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
Aloft there, our jolly bosun cry.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
Look ahead, look astern, look to weather and to lee.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
There's naught upon the stern, sir, there's naught upon our lee.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
But there's a lofty ship to windward, and she's sailing fast and free.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
Oh, hail her, our gallant captain cried.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
Are you a man of war or a privateer, cried he.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
Oh, I'm not a man of war nor a privateer.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
But I am a salt sea pirate, all looking for me fee.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
For broadside, a long time we lay.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
Till at last the Prince of Luther shot the pirate's mast away.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
A quarter, those pirates they did cry.
Blow high, blow low, and so sail we.
But the quarter that we gave them was we sank them in the sea.
All a-cruising down the coast of High Barbary.
Log. Date. August 5th. No. August 16th, 1715. My name is Isaac Carlisle. I was the navigator of the trade ship Kirkwall, set out from Jamaica under the command of Captain James Martin on the 5th of August. 5 days ago, the Kirkwall was sunk by pirates after we were blown off course by a seasonal storm. As I am likely the only surviving member of the crew, I will attempt to recount the said proceedings here for posterity. Carlisle reporting. Sir, you called for me?
Stand down. We're a trade ship, not part of the Royal Navy. And yes, I did.
What for?
Son, I want you to tell me where we are.
The ocean, sir. And I'm not your son.
Don't get smart with me. You know full well what I meant. The squall last night blew us off course. I can feel it.
Aye, sir. All right. Judging by position of sun, time traveled, average speed, a bit of maths, we should be right about here. About 100 miles south of Puerto Rico. Original course took us through the Mona Passage, so we're 200 miles or so off course.
Blast. How long will it take us to get back on course?
Judging by our current speed, it'll take about a day. The fastest route would be to pass around the eastern coast of Puerto Rico.
No, it may be faster, but there's been talk of the Spanish chartering more privateers, and I would rather not put ourselves in any unnecessary risk. Plot a course around the Virgin Isle. The ship isn't heavily armed. I'd prefer to sail through friendlier waters.
Very well, sir.
Captain, ship spotted off the port bow. It appears to be a trimasted galley, sir.
What are its colors?
She appears to be flying the French flag, sir, in distress position.
Helmsman, take us closer, and let's see if we can't figure out what's wrong.
Are you sure that's wise, sir? They are flying a French flag.
For someone who's trying to escape his father's shadow, you do act a hell of a lot like him. Well, my ship does things a little differently than the Royal Navy does. I refuse to leave a ship in distress. Doesn't matter which empire it hails from. Not if we can provide assistance.
Sir, they're angling themselves towards us.
Good. Then they're not completely incapacitated. That means it's most likely a medical emergency. Bosun, grab our sawbones and a crew of midshipmen to prep a longboat. Carlisle and I will accompany you across.
Aye, sir.
All right, we should be close enough now. Bosun, prepare to launch. Helmsman, maintain a bit of precautionary distance.
Aye, sir.
Sir, they're not slowing down.
They will. Not everyone is out to get you. Now let's just see what they need.
I'm just not sure that it was a good idea that you came along.
Nonsense. It'd be a slight on the other captain not to approach him myself. Besides, my first mate is more than capable of keeping order for the time that will be gone.
Still, sir.
Good Lord, you are just as paranoid as your father, aren't you?
Something just doesn't feel right.
Well, no use dwelling on it now. We're here. Greetings! I am James Martin, captain of the Kirkwall. We spotted you flying your flag in distress. I've brought half a dozen hands and our sawbones. We'll be happy to provide assistance in any way we can.
Welcome to the Malfour, Captain Martin. My name is Remington Conway.
That's not French. These men aren't French. Captain, something is off here.
Pleasure to meet you, Conway. Are you the one in charge?
Is that your ship? Schooner, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bit on the small side. I was hoping for something bigger. Axton, how does its armament look?
No more than 10 guns to a side. Single-decked, Captain. Doesn't look like there's clearance for any more either.
Pity.
Captain, we should go. Now.
I believe you're right. Back up slowly. Get to the longboat.
You're a merchant, yes? I can tell by the flag. What kind of cargo are you carrying?
I don't believe that's any of your business. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Oh, it seems my men jumped the gun a bit. Raise the black flag, boarding crew, take anything that looks valuable, then sink the ship. I refuse to start my fleet with something so pitifully small. Axton, kill these men, then go collect their flag. This wounded gambit of ours does start to fall apart once they realize we aren't French.
With pleasure, sir.
Run! Get back to the longboat!
Faster! Look out!
I awoke sometime later, at least a day, on a shore of this beach. At my best estimation, the island I've been shipwrecked on is about 400 feet from the easternmost point to the westernmost point, and about 600 feet north to south. There's some sparse vegetation near the center, though it lacks any that bear fruit, or in any other way, edible. I've tried to salvage as much as I could from the flotsam, and including this journal, which belongs to one Midshipman Falks. I have also managed to find a pen and a sealed bottle of ink, along with a small cookpot, rigging knife, several bundles of rope, and one crate of hardtack. I will admit, the thought of writing my own log in a dead man's journal does cause me a bit of disquiet. But I fear that I will go mad if I don't have any way of getting my thoughts down and out of my head. I think that's enough for tonight. I'll report back tomorrow if the flotsam is finally dry enough to get a fire going. Signed, Isaac Carlisle. Navigator's log, August 17th. Day 6 of my stay on this island. The wreckage hasn't yet dried to the point of being able to burn. A signal fire will have to wait another few days. Even more depressingly, today I worked on figuring out where I am. It's not exact, as I had to use makeshift tools and couldn't consult any chart. But I put this island, and myself, approximately 30 miles southeast of where the Kirkwall was when it went down. I don't have every inter-West Indies route memorized by any means, but I don't recall any trade lines running this far south of Puerto Rico. This doesn't matter. As soon as the wood is dry, I'll have a signal fire blazing and we'll be free of this isle in no time. Signed, Isaac Carlisle. Navigator's log, August 20th. Day 9 of my stay on this island. I finally managed to get a fire going. Enough of the wood has dried, and I could start a small blaze using some of the pages from this journal. All the foliage on this island is too green, good for smoke, but not much use as tinder. I'm going to try and keep a fire going as long as I can. This is my best hope for getting off of here soon. I haven't seen any ships on the horizon since my last entry, but I just set up my signal fire today. I'm sure that the nearest route is close enough to see the smoke. It's just a matter of time. Same as before. Isaac Carlisle. Navigator's log, August 25th. Day 14 of my stay on this island. A fortnight. Almost half a month. That's how long I've been here. It could be worse. I could be dead. But honestly, stuck on a deserted island miles away from any possibility of rescue doesn't really inspire hope to spring forth from my breast. The only solace that I can take is that it can't get any worse than this. Isaac Carlisle. August 26th, day 15. I appear to have been proven wrong. Navigator's log. Navigator of what? This island? August 30th, day 19. Well, the storm finally abated, after almost 5 days of battering my shelter. I spent most of today taking stock of what I may have lost. Luckily, the only things that weren't secure were a few coils of rope. I'm not ashamed to admit that I've been praying that the storm blew a ship off their course and towards this island. At this point, I think I'd even take a Spanish vessel. Carlisle. Day 24. I've been writing letters to my father the last couple months. These letters have exhausted my ink supply, and I have resorted to scratching my entries down using bits and pieces of charcoal. The way that we left things was terse, to say the least. He's always wanted me to join the Navy as a navigator, climb the ranks until I too become a captain. Basically, he wanted me to become a second him. I don't think I could have done that. Joined the Navy, that is. Killing, even in the name of home and country, just doesn't sit right with me. He didn't understand that. He wanted me to continue the Carlisle name. I didn't. We fought over that, quite a bit actually. As much as we disagreed, I must admit that the thought of never seeing him again does cause a bit of worry to curl in my stomach. I wonder, if I were to die here, would he ever know? Would he even care? Day 41. I've done the calculations, and assuming that the tropical storm remains constant, supplying me with fresh water, I have enough hardtack to last me 198 more days. All told, including the time already spent, that means I can live in this hell for a total of 239 days. Lord help me. Day 44. With the previous entry in mind, I have given up on anyone ever coming close enough to this island to see my smoke signal. I have spent the last several days constructing a raft from unburnt wood, parts of my shelter, and some local foliage. I have tested its ability to sail and deemed it ocean-worthy. However, I doubt that I can make it 150-some miles north to Puerto Rico using paddle alone. Regardless, I find a death at sea in a vessel of my own fashion far more preferable to a slow death on this hellish island. There is a storm on the horizon. I shall allow it to pass, and will cast off the first light of the next clear day. With hope, Isaac Carlisle. Day 47. The storm lasted for almost 3 days, but, at last, the sky is clear enough for me to set off without fear. Though the likelihood that my venture will be successful is minuscule, I cannot help but feel elated at the fact that I'm finally getting off this sodding island, even if it is only to hasten myself towards the grave. I will admit that there is no sorrow in my chest as I prepare to leave. I do believe that my time spent on this island has been more than plenty for several lifetimes. For what I hope to be the last time. Signed, Isaac... Wait, is that? It is. It's a ship. It must have been blown towards the island of the last storm. Wait. I have to get their attention. Over here! Hey, over here! Yes, over here! Yes, over... Wait, what kind of ship is that? That's a galley. That's a tri-masted galley. It's a tri-masted galley flying a black flag. No, you've got to be joking. Almost 50 days. 50 godforsaken days. And this is the ship that finally shows up. No time, they've already seen the smoke. They've already launched a longboat? I need something the rigging knife. Where the hell did I put the knife? All right. Now we wait.
Ahoy! You the one setting up that great big fire?
Almost 50 days. Took you long enough to find me.
Find ya? What in the blazes are you talking about, boy?
Well, come on then. But I promise you that I won't make it easy. If you want me, I'll make you pay my weight in blood.
Put that knife away, boy. You'll only hurt yourself, hands shaking like that.
You're part of his crew, aren't you? Conrad or Conway or something like that.
Conway. Who in the blazes is... forget all that. I can tell you that our ship is most definitely called the Corsairs Liberation, and is most definitely not captained by this Conway. My name is MCELROY, bosun and quartermaster. We saw your smoke signal and came here to help. Do you want it or not?
So you're telling me that you're pirates who just happen to also sail the exact same ship as the pirates that got me stuck out here in the first place?
2 ships with the same design? Shocking.
So with that in mind, you can see why I might be hesitant to go with you.
Boy, if I wanted you dead, I'd have shot you already.
But...
Listen, you can either get in a longboat and go back to the ship with me, or you can stay here another 50 days and hope that some other ship gets blown in this direction. Your choice.
But...
Make your mind up now, or I'm going back without you.
Well, but... Oh, to hell with it. Worst you can do is kill me.
Well, aren't you quite the optimist? Now, grab whatever you need and get in. We've wasted enough time arguing.
Well, I haven't got anything other than my journal and this knife, so...
Then get in already. All right, boys. We're done here. Let's go on back.
Aye.
So you got a name. Can't keep calling you boy forever.
Isaac.
Well, Isaac, it's a pleasure. Now then, let's get the protocol done with.
Protocol?
Isaac, as you've surrendered yourself to me, I am bound to inform you that until such a time as he sees fit, you are now prisoner under Captain Smith of the Corsairs Liberation.
Wait, what?
All right up here, boy. Come on, give me your hand. Lord above, you can't weigh more than 8 stone.
Well, a month and a half of nothing but water and hardtack will do that to you.
A month and a half and naught but ship's biscuits. And you didn't kill yourself.
Well...
Boy, you must have a will of iron.
Thanks, I think.
Right then. Oi! You lot! Quit your larking about and get back to work!
Aye!
Ah, better. All right then, boy, come on. The captain will want to have a word with you.
Okay.
And put that knife away before you hurt somebody.
So, this is your ship, huh?
Well, she's not my ship. This butte belongs to Captain Smith. Captured it a couple of years back from a slave trader. Figured that something this beautiful could be put to a slightly better use. Come on then, right through here.
I'm telling you, Joe, it'll be fine. McElroy can handle himself, and he's got 5 other men with him. Whatever's on that island isn't going to be a problem.
Sir, I'm not worried about McElroy. I know that he can handle himself. The issue is that we've got slightly more pressing matters than whatever the hell is on that island.
Oh, come on, Joe. It's just a bit of a detour. There's no sense in not checking it out, seeing as we're already lost.
Captain, permission to come in?
Oh, come in already. No need to knock. So, McElroy, you find out what caused that great big plume of smoke?
We are not done talking about this.
Whatever you say, dear.
Yes, I found what was on that island, sir.
Really? What was it? Oh, well, that's rather mundane.
This here is Isaac. He sailed on the Kirkwall before it was sunk nearly a month and a half ago.
The Kirkwall, huh? I think I know that ship. I think I robbed that ship. Wonderfully polite captain. Martin, if I recall right. How is he?
Probably dead. As far as I'm aware, I'm the only survivor.
That's unfortunate. And you washed ashore that island?
Yes, I was stuck there for almost 50 days.
What the captain is trying to say is that he is sorry for your loss. My name is Joanne Smith, first mate of the Corsairs Liberation. What did you say your name was again?
Wait, you're a...
A what?
A woman.
Is she supposed to be something else?
No, it's just that she's dressed like... And I'm on a ship and... First mate?
Well, this may come as a surprise to you, but corsets and skirts aren't very well suited to the rigorous needs of a pirate.
And are you saying that my wife isn't suited for the position of first mate?
Wife?
Come off it, you two. He sounds like a trade sailor. Probably not used to seeing the fair sex on a ship like this. So she's a woman, and married to the captain. Are we going to have a problem?
No problems here.
Good. Now then, I believe the lady asked for your name.
Isaac Carlisle.
Wait, Carlisle? Are you by any way related to Captain Jonathan Carlisle?
Yes, he's my father. Why?
See, Joe, I told you this wouldn't be a waste. Son of a captain of the Royal Navy? Bound to be worth something.
Sir, I don't think this is a very good idea.
I'm with her, sir. Pissing off the Navy like that is one sure guarantee for a noose around all our necks.
Wait a minute, are you discussing whether you should ransom me?
No!
Yes! Oh, why not?
Excuse me?
Because, sir, needlessly poking this beehive isn't just reckless, it's stupid.
I understand the danger, believe me. But think about it. Carlisle is a rather big name.
Excuse me?
Sir, if we had a fleet or better ties with other pirates, I would be on board with this plan. But as we are right now, outright provoking the Navy...
All right, point. But the liberation is fast. We could be...
Hey! If you're thinking about ransoming me, don't bother. I'm a disappointment to the family name. My father wouldn't pay you a single pence if you were offering him my head on a platter.
Well, I wasn't really looking forward to getting into the ransom business anyways. It's the beginnings of a dangerous road.
Right. Well, Captain, I'll excuse myself and go make sure that the boys out there ain't larking about.
Come. How many times do I have to tell you people you don't need to knock?
Morning, Grace.
Morning.
Captain?
Wait, what am I supposed to do with... Isaac? Right then. Grace, please tell me you have some good news.
Sorry, Captain. I can't make heads or tails of these.
Charts? May I?
Yeah, go ahead. Grace, you were saying?
When I told you my husband was a navigator for our mission, that didn't mean that I knew how to navigate. All I know is that we're going south, and that's only because the sun is rising off the port side.
Well, then don't worry. Our destination is north, so as long as we turn around, we should be fine.
Huh. I was closer than I thought.
Wait. What?
I mean, for not having any charts, or any actual tools for that matter, I was able to estimate my location on that island to within a 10-mile radius. That's pretty good.
You can navigate?
Yeah? What did you think I was doing on the Kirkwall?
So, where are we then?
Sir, are you...
What, thinking about hiring this kid on as our navigator? Because if so, then the answer is yes.
Sir, you were just about to hold him ransom.
That was ages ago. This is now.
Wait, Captain, were you thinking about ransoming this kid?
No.
Yes.
Captain, I am disappointed in you.
That's what I said.
Thank you. It's good to know that someone agrees with...
Carlisle is far too big of a name. Maybe if it were some merchant family...
What? No, I did not sign on to this ship expecting to ransom anyone. That's just...
Pragmatic?
Wrong. I thought better of you.
To be fair, I am a pirate.
I know. This isn't really the place, but I expect a level of morality from you. If I wanted to do things like kidnapping and extortion, I would have stayed with my husband on that mission.
I know. So, Isaac, what do you have for us?
If you all are done...
No, yes. Go on.
Well, we're about 120 miles southeast of Puerto Rico. Right about here, to be exact. And where did you guys say you were going?
Port Nassau, in the Bahamas. It should be marked on one of those charts.
That's almost 1,000 miles northwest of us.
Oh.
I hesitate to ask, but where did you set sail from?
Eastern Hispaniola? I'm guessing that's not good.
My God.
Hey, no taking his name in vain.
Apologies, but that's the exact opposite direction you would have had to go to get here. You sailed for more than a day in the wrong direction. What in blazes are you doing without a navigator? Were you just planning on stumbling around until you reached land?
It's a long story. Involves a sextant. Doesn't matter. So you want the job?
Sir?
I'm sorry, what?
The job, as ship navigator. Do you want it?
Why would you be asking me?
Because you managed to, without any tools or charts, estimate your position on that island within 10 miles. And you just demonstrated that you're the only one on this ship capable of even reading those charts.
Okay, but what makes you think that I would even want to navigate for you?
And you enjoy it. Clearly.
I'll admit to it, but...
All right. Let me put it this way. You can navigate for us. It won't even have to be a permanent engagement. You could become a provisional pirate. Be our navigator until we reach port, and then you can go on your own way.
And what if I say no to that?
Then you get to remain our prisoner, admire the look of our brig from the inside, and wait until we stumble our way back to a populated island.
Then what?
Then we throw you in a longboat, row you into port, and kick you ashore.
That doesn't sound so bad. Puerto Rico's less than half a day northwest.
Aye, that is the case. If it weren't for the fact that Puerto Rico doesn't really have any pirate-friendly ports.
Don't forget that you refused their letter of marque.
I haven't forgotten.
Okay, so I have to wait until you find someplace not Puerto Rico. How long could that take?
Well, we have enough water and ship biscuit to last us about 3 months at sea.
You can't seriously mean that you would purposefully avoid land just to get me to agree to be your navigator.
He's done stupider things in the past.
Folks say that I am very stubborn. Personally, I don't see it.
All right. So assuming that I agree, what would that entail?
Joe, if you don't mind.
You would be signed on into our code as Provisional Navigator. You'd be paid 1.5 shares instead of the regular 3 shares that you would be paid if you were signed on as a constant petty officer. Other than that, you'd be held to all other rules and regulations laid out in our ship's constitution.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Wonderful! Joe, grab the code and give him the rundown if you don't mind.
All anchor. Tack into the wind. Hey, Mark, go faster than now.
Sir, it sounds like McElroy is getting people working. He's going to need me out there.
Ah, right. You're excused.
And the charts?
Leave him. He'll probably have need of them in a few minutes.
All right, here we are. The Constitution of... the Corsairs' ultimate liberation of the new British Isles. You are an idiot.
Aye. It's part of why you married me, dear.
A decision I regret to this day. The captain was adamant that we name the ship that.
Okay.
Back on track. First on the list, pay. We already covered that. You'll be getting 1.5 shares of any loot that we capture on the ship during your tenure as a navigator. Second, stealing from, attacking, or otherwise committing any crimes against fellow shipmen or women is explicitly prohibited. Punishment depending on the severity of the crime. Thirdly, access to any and all shares is available whenever our quartermaster decides it is. Access of loot or the hold without explicit quartermaster permission will be punished. Fourthly, intoxication is allowed during off-duty hours only. Any sailors caught inebriated while on duty shall be summarily reprimanded and punished. In cases where a crew member violates any of the prior 3 laws, punishment may vary from docking of pay to marooning, depending on the severity of the violation. Fifthly, any interpersonal conflicts between sailors will be resolved through a mediated discussion overseen by either captain or the first mate. If no resolution can be found through discussion, satisfaction may be demanded by the grieved party. Satisfaction is achieved blade only, called at first blood. Sixthly, all decisions of any import will be decided via Republican vote among officers. The bosun will act as the voice of the crew during these decisions. And finally, once per year, as determined by the anniversary of the creation of this Constitution, the captain of this vessel may veto any decision that is reached by committee of officers and move forward with a decision of his own choosing.
I used my first veto immediately.
On what? It was the name, wasn't it?
You are only held to these laws if you sign here. Otherwise, you'll be considered prisoner aboard this vessel.
Well then, I guess I don't really have much of a choice, do I? I'll sign on one condition.
Very well. Name it.
I refuse to shed blood. Don't expect me to. Don't even try to put a gun in my hands. I refuse to kill for my father. It'll be a cold day in hell if I kill for you.
I can accept that. Joe, act as witness that I agreed to Isaac's refusal to shed blood while part of my crew.
Duly noted, sir.
All right. Just wanted to clear that up. So, sign here then.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the crew, Navigator Carlisle.
Navigator's log. September 27th. I've joined a crew. A pirate crew, as navigator. There's a voice in the back of my head that keeps asking me what my father would think of this. Honestly, that might be reason enough for me to join this crew. It's nowhere near permanent, just until we reach Nassau, which should take about a week or so. Then I'll be on the first friendly ship available back to Jamaica. But for now, I might as well make the best of my time. Signed, Isaac Carlisle, Navigator of the Corsairs' Liberation.
To be rollicking randy dandy, oh, heave up all, oh, heave away, way, hey, roll and go, the anchor's on board and their cables all stored to be rollicking randy dandy oh.
Soon we'll be whopping around through the locks.
Way, hey, roll and go.
Where the pretty young girls all come down in their frocks
to be rollicking randy dandy oh. Heave a pole, heave away, way, hey, roll and go.
Isaac Carlisle was played by Trent Browning. Alexander Smith is played by JJ Mueller. Joanne Smith is played by Jennet Kaya. Grace Wells is played by Brianna Wyatt. MCELROY is played by Kevin Harris. Remington Conway is played by Peter Moleske. And AXTON is played by Walker Freepons. The crew of the Kirkwall was played by Mitchell Parker. And Captain Martin was played by Wyatt Chapman. Corsair's Liberation is executive produced by Mitchell Parker.
To be rollicking randy dandy oh.
That closes out this episode of Viking Radio Theater. Watch for our newest episode next month, including the second part of Corsair's Liberation. And if you can't wait for our next episode to come out, you can listen to all of our past shows and gag commercials at any time on our YouTube channel. Just visit youtube.com/Viking Radio Theater. Follow the behind the scenes and makings of the show on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Viking Radio Theater. The writers who contributed to this episode were Kallan Gustafson and Mitchell Parker. Our chief sound engineer is Wyatt Chapman, and Viking Radio Theater's theme music was written and composed by Kat Miller. From the cast and crew of Viking Radio Theater, thanks for listening.